So there I am. I'm in New York, and I'm trying to kind of feel my way through the entire theater scene. I did fairly well. More importantly, it was the contacts that I made.
Yeah.
I got fortunate. I studied with the greatest acting teachers in the history of New York. I mean, I studied with Uta Hagen, Stella Adler, Sandy Meisner, and more importantly, Lee Strasberg. And Strasberg is Marilyn Monroe, Marlon Brando's teacher, as well as De Niro, Pacino, and that whole group. So he was the guy. And I was fortunate enough that I actually got a job working for him at his house. He had a 12-room apartment in Central Park West, up on 73rd in Central Park West. Massive apartment. It was kind of cool too, because he was also, his wife was the executor of Marilyn Monroe's estate when she died. And so there was Marilyn Monroe's white piano sitting in the living room, and there was just all sorts of Marilyn stuff all over the whole house.
Wow.
In my job, I was hired to, Lee Strasberg was an incredible owner. He was a book collector, and he collected thousands and thousands of volumes of theater and theater-related books in multiple languages. And he stacked them everywhere. I mean, you'd be in the kitchen, and behind the cereal boxes in the cabinet, there'd be rows of books. There'd be stacks of books on the floor. There'd be, every room had books, and nobody had a clue what he had. So I literally cataloged his entire library. It took me over 3 years to do it.
Wow.
But what it did do also was give me this incredible entree into that world.
Yeah.
And any given day, I mean, I'd answer the door, and, Dustin Hoffman would come rolling in with his wife, Anne. I remember Anne, she was a ballerina too. And first time I saw her, I opened the door and she kind of glided in. I'm like, wow, ballerinas do walk differently.
Yeah.
I realized she was wearing roller skates. It was such a fun moment. And I think probably the highlight was watching The Godfather, when Strasberg played Hyman Roth in Godfather 2. He's the guy that said, somebody put a bullet in Mo Green's eyes, but I didn't ask, because business is business. He did this thing. And everybody go, wow, this is such great acting. Nobody realized he just had a sinus problem, and he always talked that way.
Yeah.
He'd do, somebody... And they thought, my God, look at all this great acting. Man,
I feel like it's always little things like that where it's like not an error or something, but it's just like
it's a tick.
It's something where it's like, and that authentic thing. It's not supposed to be there, but it is, and it makes it special.
Oh, yeah. Wild. But Strasberg was, So one of the things I do remember in that apartment was I came across, one day I was in the books, and I opened one of the books, and there was a bunch of letters in there wrapped in a pink ribbon, and it was Arthur Miller's love letters to Marilyn Monroe. They were married. Arthur Miller, the great playwright, and Death of a Salesman, number of plays.
Yep.
But Arthur was married to Marilyn Monroe for a few years, and these love letters, nobody even knew they existed. And I found them, and I spent the afternoon reading them, of course. But back then, I didn't, they didn't have Xerox machines back then. It was like, so I would have copied them all. But anyway, I did get a chance to read them, and it was pretty extraordinary.